I welcome you back to the session. We are in our today's lesson going to wind up the topic on marketing plan. The subject is principles of marketing. We are on the third topic. So far we've done definition of a market, importance of a marketing plan, characteristics of a good marketing plan, the steps in preparing a marketing plan. We've analyzed the components of a marketing plan. Today we want to discuss the barriers to effective implementation of marketing plans. What are the barriers? Right? And candidates, one may have a brilliant marketing plans. The plans may not materialize. And many brilliant marketing plans never make it past the boardroom. Many. Because there are barriers to implementation that always arise. And these barriers arise from a mix of internal organizational issues and the unique volatile external environment of the market. So there are barriers that are internal to the organization and external barriers. In this lesson, we are going to analyze the barriers to effective implementation of marketing plans. And one barrier is lack of resource alignment. And this resource could be human resource or financial resources and human resources. Lack of proper alignment. This is the most common barrier or pothole. A plan may call for, say, a massive digital campaign, but if the budget isn't released on time, or if the team lack the skills to run it, then the plan fails. So the barrier here could be the disconnect between the marketing dream and the financial reality. And many small, medium-sized entities face very high costs of credit and fluctuating cash flows, which makes it difficult to sustain even a 12-month budgeting or marketing spend. So lack of resource alignment is one of the major potholes or barriers to effective implementation of marketing plans. The second barrier is resistance to change. Resistance to change. And this we are just referring to organizational culture. Because of organizational culture, implementation often requires doing things differently, such as moving from traditional selling to digital engagement. So the internal staff may lack the skills, or they may get stuck in old ways, and that is how implementation may be affected. Culture is how we do things. They are used to how things have been done in the past. So when you introduce anything new, there could be resistance from the same people who are expected to implement it. Organizational culture. Understand? Yes. For example, a sales team that is used to physical field work. If the company over the years, for the last 10, 15 years, the sales team has been physically visiting the field, they might resist using a digital means to track their performance. Okay, if you introduce, say, a mobile app, they may resist it. The third barrier to effective implementation of marketing plans is just poor communication. Poor communication can also be a barrier. If the marketing department creates a plan without involving the sales, the finance, or the logistic teams, the plan will fail at the execution stage. Because you see, marketing is just one department of an organization. This department is required to execute its mandate in coordination with other departments. So in developing a marketing plan, the other departments must also be looped in. They must be in the loop. Otherwise, implementing the plan without informing the other departments, that can lead to barrier. If there is also no communication within even the marketing department itself, there could be lack of buy-in from the same departments and even other departments. For example, marketing promotes. For example, having, say, let me get an example of the marketing department comes up with a program to buy one, get one offer, get one free, buy one, get one free. If that is what the marketing team is planning, but the logistic team has not stocked enough products in the shops, that may lead to customer frustration and out of stock signs. So when you introduce buy one, get one free, that may increase the number of customers who may want to buy the product. And before coming up with such a campaign, then the other departments must be involved. If you don't involve them, then you see there is a disconnect. Number 4, volatile external environment. Volatile external environment. By this, we are referring to the macro factors. These are factors beyond the control of the organization, because the market can be very unpredictable. There could be rapid changes in government policy, rapid changes in taxes, or even the weather can render a marketing plan obsolete overnight. So the barrier here is the inflexibility in the face of external shift. Remember, when we are looking at the features of a good marketing plan, one feature was flexibility. If the marketing plan is not flexible enough to absorb some of these changes, then that can lead to failure of the implementation of the plan. A good example could be just a sudden increase in fuel prices, or a new finance act that can introduce or reduce customers' disposable income. If the company is relying on customers' income, disposable income, and there is a new law, taxation law, that reduces such income, that can render the marketing plan effective, which may make your premium pricing strategy suddenly ineffective if you are depending on a customer's disposable income. And there is a finance act that has been introduced which reduces the customer's disposable income, then that may affect the marketing plan. That's number 4. These are external factors. Number 5, lack of what we discussed earlier, the key performance indicators. Lack of, let me be clear, measurable key performance indicators can make implementation, because what is not measured cannot be managed. Without clear tracking, a business won't know if the plan is working until the budget is already gone. So lack of measurable KPIs can be a barrier. And the barrier here is failing to track real-time data. For example, spending, say, 100,000 shillings on a radio advertisement, but having no way to track how many customers actually came to buy as a result of that radio advertisement. Because just advertising on radio, how do you track? How do you know that that 100,000 investment on radio led to customers to buy the product? So that can lead to poor implementation of marketing plan. 6, over ambitious goals. Remember, we say that a plan should be realistic. A marketing plan ought to be smart, specific, measurable, attainable, and realistic. So sometimes the plan is simply too heavy. It could be too heavy for the business size. So setting goals that are unachievable, given the current market share or brand awareness, can lead to failure or ineffective implementation of a marketing plan. For example, you may have, say, a soda brand trying to take 50% of Coca-Cola's market share in its first month. We all know that Coca-Cola is a giant when it comes to distribution of sodas. You can imagine a firm coming up with a goal of dislodging 50% of the market share of Coca-Cola in 1 month. That goal seems quite ambitious, right? And that is a goal that is not achievable. And that's one reason why such plans do not fail. That is the reason why such plans fail, okay? Over ambitious goals. So these are 6 barriers to effective implementation of marketing plans. Number 1, lack of resource alignment. Number 2, resistance to change. Number 3, poor communication. Number 4, volatile external environment. Number 6, lack of measurable KPIs and over ambitious goals. That is the end of the lesson and the end of the topic on developing a marketing plan. In our next session, we are going to study the management of customer relations. We're going to learn the management of customer relations in our next topic. Thank you for your time. Thank you for choosing to study with us. Bye-bye.